For now, we move on, primarily because it's too late to switch to anything else tonight. Oh, good. The number 2 team in the country, Navy. A team I can actually fucking win with. Imagine that. I just can't believe we lost that game. Maybe I should have gone for 2, but, I mean, our defense went 0 for 3 in terms of preventing touchdowns. Major, you joined at the best time, friend. I hope you're good. We got a few more recruits. Can't wait to see their entire careers wasted. Number 1 Navy at 5-0. Fun. We got 7 scholarships left. For 13 people. So, yeah, sorry to these 70 overall athletes. They're gone. Honestly, basically anybody under a 75 has got to go. Like, we're aiming higher than that. So, sorry, fellas. You had your chance, but you didn't commit when you should have. I am probably out on Clint Hurd anyway, but we'll throw a shitload of points at him just for shits and giggles. There we go. A couple of people who are ready for visits, but yeah, I don't even know anymore, man. I don't even know anymore what to do. I don't know how to get this team. I mean, again, maybe playbook changes would work, but fuck that. I'm going down with the ship. In terms of the conference, because Navy is a divisional opponent, so we certainly have to keep an eye out on that. We are 3-2. The only shot we have of promotion is beating Navy here. We'd have to beat Navy and then run the table and hope other people fuck up along the way. We did beat UCF at least, so yeah. Any chance of getting back up to the top tier this season, it would need to be a win over number 1 Navy. We have the most points per game in the nation, but we have the outright worst defense, allowing over 500 yards against per game. I have put these fucking sliders everywhere you possibly could, and it hasn't mattered. And I doubt that'll change. Navy it is. Will we have any hope for this season beyond not getting relegated for the 2nd year in a row? Or is this the best that is that the best we can hope for at this point? It's just such a bummer. We should be better than this, and we're just not. NCAA football 14 pregame. Well, we'll go around here. Oh boy, the team we used before found success with, and the team that I wish we still were, because we might be succeeding more. No lead is safe. It's Wyoming football. They are threatening to score entering the 2nd. 7-0 Navy. 7-7. 14-7 Navy is the score at halftime. 14 all. 21-14. As they threaten to score and do, we're tied at 21 apiece at the start of the 4th. We fumble at their 24-yard line. They fail to score. We go 3 and out. 3:49 to go. Now is as good a time as any. Now is as good a time as any. The defense was able to stop this offense. Try and get the ball downfield. Let's see what they do. Kill a shitload of time. In the meantime, on a series of downs. And that's what happened to this offense the last time they were out. There's just nobody open. Also, our backup quarterback is in. Foot contusion for Space Cowboy. He's out for the game. So we got to try to pull off this comeback with a backup quarterback.
14-yard line. Second down. Nice run up the middle. So the old draw play gets him a good 7 yards.
Good thing is our quarterback does have a lot of speed. 5 of 15 on third down. I don't trust that.
And he tackles him hard.
What a fucking stop by that corner.
They get some positive yards, but this defensive line really busted through.
I don't trust the defense. I don't trust them. They're leaving the middle pretty open. And we got the first on a QB sneak. We did what we had to do.
Just a quarterback sneak. He keeps it, puts his head down, and drives forward for good yardage.
Just keep trying to run the football to kill the clock. We're really going for it late in the game.
He gets to about the 30.
Roughness picks up 9. I just do not want Navy to get the ball back into their own hands.
Gets to about the 37.
We'll take that.
And the tailback picks up the first down.
Smart run.
Clock's winding down real fast, though.
But getting the first is what matters.
That's what we got the timeouts for.
First down. Back to him, and he
No blocking whatsoever there.
Never able to get ahead of steam on that carry.
that'll bring up second and 11. Here's the 8th.
Now's the time to start taking a look. If it goes to OT again, it goes to OT again.
He's scrambling. And he's going to come up with a sack.
Hit the trigger to have him get rid of the ball, and he didn't get rid of it. No one was open, and that guy was in kind of a spy set. Couldn't get rid of it in time. By the time I noticed he was there.
Third down. He scrambled. And he's tackled to the
That is a phenomenal throw.
To convert that third and long. You can tell by the coaches.
9 seconds.
Disappointment.
10th play of the drive. The Cowboys taking their
He ran out of bounds, but it didn't stop the clock, so a couple of seconds just ticked off. It's wanting us to run the ball, which is obviously not what we're going to do.
first and 10.
I don't believe we're in field goal range. Nothing's open.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure.
Okay, well, they sent the house.
If you can get in there and disrupt the
We have one more chance to try to get some fucking yardage, but even then, how far of a fucking field goal are we looking at? 55. I don't know. I don't think we have a kicker with 99 power. Not anymore, at least. Yeah, we're not in field goal range. We just got to go for it. It is time to actually throw the Hail Mary.
From the 38-yard line. Second down. They've got one more shot. Let's see if their prayers will be answered with a good old Hail Mary. Going long. Can't connect.
We're going to overtime.
That's the end of the fourth quarter, and we are headed to overtime.
84 kick power has no hope in hell of making that field goal, so the Hail Mary was a better way to go. We're going to be able to step up on offense first. Yeah, there's no wind either to help us. Okay. Well, we had a feeling it might be 2 overtimes in a row, and here it is.
We're set to kick off here in overtime.
Let's go.
Got an opening. And he's level at the
I should have just taken the first. I tried to switch it to really break the play wide open. Should have just taken the first.
Nice run, and he's brought down.
Okay. Gotta win this game, man. Gotta win this game.
And they make the stop.
I juked to the right. I don't know why he went left.
Confidence to get tackled for a loss. But this guy knows that he's got a distance.
Doesn't help that our offensive lineman got completely obliterated again. But it is pretty typical.
Ball on the 17-yard line. He has some room. Slides down to the ground.
Foul? Penalty, ref? Please. Hi, Doc. What's up? Our team sucks. That's all you've missed. Our team blows. I mean, we're pretty much in 2-down territory here.
And he's taken down at the 9-yard line. So he decides to hold on to it, and it goes nowhere.
I don't trust the defense to make a stop.
And the kicker comes out to try
But
to put 3 points on the board here in overtime. He gets it up, and it's through the uprights. A quick update now. Here's Reed.
I was going to go for it, but we'll trust the defense for once. Fuck it. Why not, fellas? I'll put some trust in you. Oh, boy. Okay. That guy's wide open.
And down he goes around the 6-yard line.
He just didn't react. Like, he knows he's supposed to cover that guy, but he just didn't move. We're going to lose in overtime in back-to-back weeks. That is a fucking heartbreaker. Oh, my God. Our defense just cannot stop anything. There it is. He dropped it. Zach, ask away. I'm intrigued. Ask your question. Oh, my God.
Give to the tailback, and he's met in the backfield. The ball's on the 6-yard line, and we've got 3rd and goal. They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Tackled for a loss, a 1-yard loss.
Please just kick the field goal.
Will not work against this defense. You can be sure of that.
It's up, and they...
Overtime continues. Our defense made a stop. Is this revamped? Yes. I've never had any difficulty with overtime glitching. At the game on PC, I hear everything with commentary. How can I fix this? It depends on the emulator setting or the emulator that you're using, and just double checking your settings to make sure things are okay. I mean, I can't imagine if you just loaded it up that main menu audio would be off by default. Yes! Oh my God, we actually caught an interception. It had to be usered. A field goal wins it. Oh my God, an interception in this economy is right. A field goal wins the game for the Cowboys with their backup quarterback.
The safety's coming up making plays.
A field goal wins it.
They've got to start throwing the ball to keep them on.
Might we hand the #1 team in the country
It's 2nd down.
their first loss of the season? No, because 2 goddamn players can't block. Up yours, tossers. That one's for my British homies. Oh, motherfucker. All right, well, let's try to center the ball for this field goal. Yeah, that's the best we can do is just center it because nobody can fucking block. Okay. 38-yard
this game.
No wind, really. For the win.
The kick is up, and the field goal is
Cowboys win. Get me the hell out of Wyoming. I hate it here. We hand Navy their first loss of the season. It's a win over a conference opponent.
24.
Thanks to an interception that saves the day. This team will be the death of me. This team will absolutely be the death of me. 27-24 over the #1 team in the nation. Again, Space Cowboy got hurt, presumably in the 4th. He is only out for the game. We didn't do exactly phenomenally well with dirt, but the completions he did make, it averaged 15 yards. That's not bad. We obviously ran the ball a ton and really couldn't do much in general offensively. The hero of the day, aside from old Fudgesicle, is Abaddon Truffle, the senior who actually managed to not stone hands that pass and came down with it. We win. We win, we win. I hate this team. We lost to Charlotte, but beat #1 Navy in the same season. Have I mentioned I hate it here? Week 10, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home behind the barn. Zach, just double check your configuration when you do. There's an audio settings tab. I mean, here I can literally just show you. Yeah, I mean, for me, I have a custom configuration, but you can also just hit config, go to the audio tab, just double check your audio settings. If it's not working from there, might be a compatibility issue. Not sure. Shout out to Jared Clark. That worked out really well for us recruitment-wise. That's nice. Oh, good. West Virginia. Okay, you know what? You know what? You remember the 21st night of September when I said I was going to do a Jim Carrey tier maker? Now might be the time. I don't know. Maybe. I need a drink. I don't even drink, and I need a drink. We have 3 scholarships left for 4 dudes. But we are pretty much out for Clint Hurd anyway. We're just gonna leave these as is. Whoever takes it, takes it. First come, first serve. I can't even speak anymore. It's great. In terms of the conference standings, we're at 4-2, but we're way the hell down there. Theoretically, we're not dead in the water yet. We probably won't get relegated because of UCF and the fact that we beat them. But now we play #3 West Virginia. Who the hell knows what's going to happen, especially because they have the 3rd best offense in the nation right now in terms of points on the board. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, shout out to Jim Carrey, because I promised this. You know what? We're gonna rename this one Not Seen, right? Ace Ventura, S tier, smoking tier. Ace Ventura 2. Okay, you know what? These go to alrighty then, because Batman Forever is the only S tier. Bruce Almighty's fantastic. Might be fair to put Bruce Almighty below Ace Ventura. I don't know. I need to create Batman Forever's own tier. It's fine. Never seen it. Haven't seen Dumb and Dumber 2. Original Dumb and Dumber. I mean, phenomenal. I haven't seen that. Fun with Dick and Jane. Pretty good. I haven't seen Horton Hears a Who. I haven't seen that either. Shout out to Enzabel on the raid. I haven't seen Kick-Ass. Series of Unfortunate Events. It's just fucking weird. Liar Liar. It's up in that tier. Man on the Moon. Up on that tier. Easily. Me, Myself, and Irene in that category for me. Haven't seen Mr. Popper's Penguins or Sanic. Grinch is in that tier. Burt Wonderstone, haven't seen it. The Mask is in that tier. 23, it was okay. I don't even know what the hell this one is. The hell is that one? I don't know what it is. I haven't seen it. Is that the... It's not... It's Truman Show. That's what it is. It's up there. Cable Guy, S tier. Yes Man was okay. Haven't seen Christmas Carol. There you go. The Jim Carrey tier maker. Batman Forever and the Cable Guy, S tier. Alrighty then is actually the S tier. This is like the super S tier. These are the actual alrighty thens. There you go. Jim Carrey. Let's lose to West Virginia. Enzabel, thank you very much for the raid. How'd the stream go? This game is still absolutely trying to kill me, and I hate it here, but here we are. How was Wilmot's Warehouse? I have no idea what the fuck that is. Please enlighten me to distract me from the pain I am about to endure. West Virginia. Please kill me. Take me out back the woodshed. Fucking kill me. First quarter. Country roads take me to Oklahoma. Wow, number 1 Oklahoma, number 2 Minnesota. Fair enough. Puzzle game about sorting a warehouse full of items, some of which are abstract concepts and shapes of a cozy game. Fair. Hey, imagine playing a cozy game. Imagine, like, just a fun, chill, feel good video game. Imagine. I could try to do that. 4 people would watch, because chat, bunch of goddamn sadists, masochists and sadomasochists would be like, no, go back to Wyoming. We're up for... Jesus Christ, are we really going to no-touch these guys? We just beat number 1 Navy and number 3 West Virginia in back-to-back weeks. In the same season that we lost to fucking Charlottes.
No touching! No touching! No touching!
The power of Jim Carrey. Holy fucking space cowboy. 6 touchdown game as we win 48-21 over West Virginia. Mountain Mama. Oh my God. Right. Right. It's good. It's cool. Yep. Oh, good. It wasn't enough to play the number 1 team once this season. Let's fucking do it again. And we'll fucking beat them. We'll probably beat them. That's the best part. We'll fucking beat them. Yeah, Reaver, you're right. I should just, let's just turn that on preemptively. There we go. It's good because I got the Danhausen shirt on today. It's fading though. We get corner Alan Thompson. Up to number 16 in the nation. 2 scholarships left. Let's be honest, it's probably not going to Clint Hurd. But we'll keep trying. We're in a very good spot to not get relegated. UCF would have to win 4 more games, and guess what? They don't have 4 more games, so we're safe. The number 1 Oklahoma Sooners. For the 2nd time in 3 weeks, we're playing the number 1 ranked team. Let's hope I can break Jim Ross's heart. That's the plan. You're going down, old man. I'm not even going to read your book. that I'm looking at. I got 2 of his books. I haven't read either of them yet.
Glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites.
It's time for the coin toss now, presented by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Here we go. Here we go, everybody. Are you ready, kids? First quarter, 7-0 Wyoming. 7-7. 10-7 Oklahoma. 14-10. 17-14 Oklahoma. At halftime. Third quarter, 24-14 Oklahoma. Fuck. Down by 10 with 7 minutes to go. We had to punt. GG's. I tried to avoid playing for 1 possession too long. I trusted them.
He's going to try and scramble.
And they could not deliver.
He's taken down around the 48-yard line. That last completion.
It's a 3-score game with 3 minutes to go. You already know how this ends. Them getting a touchdown instead of a field goal on the last drive killed us. But
one thing I'll add, though, is that his team is losing.
the magic is going to come to an end.
Around the 38-yard line.
We will not be able to knock off the #1 team, and honestly, that sets up Oklahoma to pretty much guarantee that we can't get promotion over them. So they are pretty much ending our season here, in all honesty.
Fires out quick, it's picked off.
It's over.
Well, the quarterback should have thrown that one out of bounds. There was just no room to get it past that safety.
Tremendous play by the defender to cut back in front of it. Oklahoma wins 31-14. I don't care about the stats. Our season's over. We pretty much can't be relegated unless I'm screwing up the math. And now we pretty much can't be promoted either. So that's fun. The final few weeks have become virtually meaningless for us, which is never fun. But they did it to themselves, as they always do. The enigmatic Wyoming Cowboys. The most frustrating team I think I've ever controlled. I genuinely cannot think of a more inconsistent team. Yeah, I mean, again, UCF needs 4 wins. They only have 2 games left, so we're safe. We did beat Navy, but Oklahoma would have to really screw up from here. We only have 1 game left. So basically, Oklahoma would have to lose the rest of their games. So would Navy. I mean, we're not going up. So we're going to menu sim the rest of this season because we mathematically cannot go up. So, and we also can't be relegated. So, 2035, pretty much in the books. It becomes now about, well, setting us up for another season. I said if we got relegated, I'd be done. We didn't get relegated, so I'm probably not giving up yet. Probably 1-3-1-3 over 4 weeks. Well, that's because the ACC is a nightmare of a conference in this timeline. Well, Minnesota lost. They'll be number 11. But again, we're going to menu sim. There's no point to waste time jumping into these final 2 games, even the bowl game. Minnesota beats us 42-39 as it is. You know, the good thing is, like, a lot of our losses down the stretch outside of Charlotte and Georgia were close. But at the same time, we're losing a 96 overall QB. I mean, it's we're going to be losing a lot of talent again. So, as our coach is up to level 28, we do land corner Donald Gilmore. We got one scholarship left. Apparently, we have finalists for a bunch of awards. 6 and 5. We will at least not have back-to-back under 500 seasons. And we will put on antifreeze. Still tempted to spec more into that fucking head coach skill tree or the in-game skill tree to see what happens, but recruitment-wise, we can't afford to take that big of a hit. Visits, last 2, 1 scholarship to go, as we mentioned. It is our final game of the regular season against the Stanford Cardinal. Navy didn't lose anyway. Again, we are safe from the drop. It will be the UCF Knights who get relegated. We'll be in the middle of the pack, and we will hold our position in the ACC for next season as we do beat Stanford 24-20. So it wasn't an abysmal season, but at the same time, it also wasn't fantastic. So, yeah. Welcome to Wyoming. Sounds better than welcome to Wrexham. Yeah, but Wrexham accomplishes things. As we do miss out on Clint Hurd, so Corey Harris will be our primary target. A 7 and 5 season. 7 and 5 season. AJ, not sure. Probably going for a bit, though. I don't know if we'll get the naming tonight, if that's what you're questioning. Yeah, I mean, Navy went 8 and 1. Even if we won the rest of our games, it wouldn't have mattered. It's not a terrible season, given the strength of this conference. You know, it certainly could have been worse. Could have been relegated again. I'm so goddamn stubborn. I don't want to give up on this team. I just really don't want to give up. I want that national title so goddamn bad. Especially with a JUCO-only team and this weird, fucked up reality that we're in. Like, it'll be probably the most difficult mountain to climb that we've ever managed to climb. Let's get a look at the conference standings here, because we'll have some info on promotion and relegation. Let's go ahead and start at the very bottom, tier 11 in the Sun Belt. This is way more painful than the Pirates MLB run, easily. Old Dominion have been promoted. Coach Sisyphus, right? Old Dominion have been promoted, as have Georgia Southern after 1 season in the bottom tier. Tier 10, Coastal Carolina have been promoted, while Georgia State have been relegated. It's going to come down to point differential, and I'm pretty sure Georgia State lose that battle. 363 points allowed. That is a negative 180. So what is happening? Please go back. There's a negative 180. Yeah, by 7 points. Georgia State primary relegation. Vanderbilt have also been relegated, while Western Kentucky joined Coastal Carolina in promotion to Tier 9. Speaking of Tier 9, Pac-12, Southern Miss have been promoted, while East Carolina have been relegated. Kent State have also been promoted, while Ohio have been relegated as well. Tier number 8, the Mountain West. Miami of Ohio, the longest tenured Mountain West team, have been promoted, while San Jose State have been relegated. Nevada, Tomato have been promoted, while Rutgers, the other, or the second longest tenured team in this division, have also been relegated. We go up to Tier 7, the MAC. Do I have to restart the game to get it to work? I would, yes, if you've changed settings. North Texas have been promoted, while Colorado State have been relegated. Troy, longest tenured MAC team, have been promoted, while NC State have also been relegated. Tier 6 Conference USA, Wake Forest have been promoted, while Ole Miss have been relegated. San Diego State also promoted, while Arizona State have been relegated. Tier 5, the Big Ten, Cincinnati going up. Jason Kelsey, ecstatic. Fresno State have been relegated. South Carolina have also been promoted, while Florida State have been relegated. That is a shocking fall off for Florida State. They made a national title game, I think, last year or the year before. In the Big 12, Kansas, longest tenured team there. They're finally going up, while Tulsa have been relegated. Technically, one fewer conference loss for Tulsa. The Baylor Bears have been promoted, while Hawaii have been relegated as well. Tier 3, the American, Arkansas going back up. Constructs I'll explain in 1 minute. Let me just avoid losing my place. The Oregon Ducks have been relegated, 2-7 and 1-4. Wisconsin have been promoted, while Air Force have also been relegated. Tier 2, the ACC, Navy have been promoted to the Superior 6, while UCF have been relegated. Okay. The other side, North Carolina to the Superior 6, with Utah also getting relegated. And then within the Superior 6 independent status, it is Mizzou and Texas A&M. Mizzou up and then right back down. A&M had survived a couple of seasons, but they are finally back down. So again, for anybody that missed this, what we did at the very start of the game is you can customize the conferences. We put the highest rate, the 6 highest overalls in independent, and then the next 12 were in the ACC. The lowest overall teams start off in the Sun Belt. Every season, the winner of the division by conference record goes up. The team with the worst goes down. Unless you're in tier 11, they can't go any further. So in the SEC, Coastal Carolina went up, but Georgia State went down. And yeah, we started off in tier 11. We made it all the way to the top tier of independent status before getting knocked back down to tier 2. But it is a fun system. You got to put a little bit of work in to set it up and kind of keep track of everything, but it has been incredibly fun. Like, this is my preferred way to play this mode now at this stage. We will go through conference title week because obviously we are not taking part. Looks like we're going to be getting the Tony the Tiger Bowl this year, which we should at least still care about the bowl game. Helps the prestige. So we'll jump into that at least. See if we have to save the day at all. But a 7-5 season for us, an improvement on last year, but still not great. We got to see who these conference champions are. As, you know, fair goddamn play because he kicked the crap out of us. Eric Richardson, LSU's quarterback, played like a prime Cam Newton. Christmas, he deserved it. As we draw North Texas in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl in El Paso. Or not North Texas, Texas State. Yeah, Texas State. There's too many teams in Texas. Let Texas secede. There's too many teams to keep track of. I said it. Ditka. Old Ditka won the Bednarik. Space Cowboy won the O'Brien. Ditka also won the Butkus. That is it for the awards. So 6-6 Texas State. Not the most prestigious bowl game in the world, but let's at least win it. In terms of conference championship results, North Texas did win the MAC. So we'll mark down North Texas as the primary promotion there. Baylor wins the Big 12. Maybe we'll get better coordinators. We're not going anywhere until we do. And again, that's not even in our freaking hands. There's nothing we can do about it. We just gotta hope. Georgia Southern wins the Sun Belt. 10-5, the final score in the Conference USA Championship game. That is insane. San Diego State promoted alongside Wake Forest. Coastal Carolina wins the SEC. You got Wisconsin winning the Tier 3 American over Arkansas. Nevada win the Mountain West over Miami. Navy won the ACC over Coastal Carolina. And again, we decide, like, okay, Navy, first team promoted. They'll be replacing Mizzou, who finished at the bottom. We just try to do that through the divisions to kind of help it mix up who goes to what division in their new conference. Yeah, Navy advances first. Southern Miss wins the Pac-12 over Kent State. South Carolina win the Big Ten. Texas is a big state, so they should have a lot of schools. Of course, using that loss. Alaska has a lot to complain about. Fair. Chris, thank you for the follow last night, by the way. I saw it right as I ended the stream, but thank you for that. Again, in terms of our season, we're going to end it here with this bowl game. This year started off promising. Actually, I didn't even need to take down the webcam. Everything's visible. 2-0 wins over Colorado State and Georgia, but then back-to-back losses with over 40 points allowed to Charlotte and Tennessee. We beat Utah and Central Florida, lost to LSU in overtime, beat Navy West Virginia, lost to Oklahoma and Minnesota, and then beat Stanford. Just very, very inconsistent this year, unfortunately, but let's see if we can end it on a high note. Fucking Corso's picking Texas State, and you know what? Fair play. Fair play. I would too. I would never, ever bet on this fucking football team to win a game. I wouldn't. The overall difference, Corso's right. Pick Texas State. We are the ultimate bag fumblers, and it's not even close. He is 100% justified in that selection. Fair play. God, let this be a no-touching win. For us, I should specify.
Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you.
North, South, and Coastal all won their divisions. Damn, didn't even notice. Yeah, I'm the one that wrote it down. The Leafs of football, basically. Oh, El Paso.
To get underway here in El Paso.
We've had some good times in the stadium. Mainly when we were controlling San Antonio. But we've had some good times in the stadium. As we do, first quarter, the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. We're up 7-0. 14-0. 21-0. We're gonna choke this. We're gonna choke this, aren't we? You're gonna find a way to choke this, aren't you? 28-0. 35-0. 35-3 at halftime. Okay, doesn't look like they're gonna choke it. I ordered 5 tacos, they gave me 6. Free taco. Hey, it's like getting an extra fucking nugget.
No touching! No touching! No touching!
Well, at least they ended the season on the high note, and the seniors get to leave not completely embarrassed. 56-17 over Texas State in the Sun Bowl. As we say goodbye to Frank Grimes, Space Cowboy. I thought he'd be the one to finally lead us to a national title. That did not happen. But, yeah, just pure destruction of Texas State to end this season. Winning record, bowl win. It's our first bowl win in a couple of seasons, for God's sakes. So, you know, some positives out of that, I do suppose. Where was that in the entire season? That's a very good question. That is a very, very good question, Top Hat. Like, clearly they showed sparks of, like, being a team that could compete for a national title. Their inconsistency was nearly indescribable. I'm trying to think of an appropriate word, but nothing seems to do it justice. But that is the Wyoming way. Space Cowboy. Wow, that's infuriating. becomes the new school all-time leader in career passing touchdowns, passing the legendary Kyantai by 2. The rare instance of a sophomore starter. We finished the season ranked 20th in the nation as Navy, a team that we beat this season, have won the national title. 35-30 over Wisconsin. Navy, national champions. Wyoming in the mud. Really makes you question your life decisions, doesn't it? Really makes you question, like, oh shit, is this franchise for me anymore? 4,800 yards for Space Cowboy this year. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. I mean, this season, Space Cowboy 4,800 yards. How do we finish 20th? 20th, man. 20th with a quarterback that can do that. 13 rushing touchdowns for necessary roughness. Space Cowboy had 4 on his own. 2 1,000-yard receivers, including 13 touchdowns for Matt Rempe's punch-out. However, whenever you see a guy needing to have 90 tackles, it's never a good sign. Oh, man. Baffle, hello. This team's gonna kill me. I need somebody more responsible than I to say, maybe do something else, champ. We were way up there in terms of offense. Our passing offense was ungodly. Rushing offense, obviously, we barely try. Second highest points per game in the nation. However, actually, how many sacks did we let up? Not the most. Defensively. Most yards allowed in the nation. Most passing yards allowed in the nation. Just outside the top 10 in points allowed. This team is going to kill me. Okay. 2035. Nearly put me in the grave. It's our first bowl win since 2032. Our prestige is back up. Our security is now safe. An all-time record of 211-96, including now 5 games over 500 against the top 25. 23 years at this damn school, and we still haven't won a national title. Please, God, give me new coordinators. Please, the monkey paw curls. It gives me level 1s again. Please, God, give us coordinators that can propel this team. It didn't. It didn't. Gave him an extension. In terms of players leaving, we say goodbye to quarterbacks Dirt McGirt and Frank Grimes, Space Cowboy, who will not go pro, shockingly. 3-year pro for Frank. 109 touchdowns to 29 interceptions. 0 National titles to show for it. He had 13,500 yards in 3 years. We say goodbye to wide receivers. Can I pass to Frank? Matt Rempe's punch out. Cowboy Bob in Silicon Red. Offensive linemen eat more chicken. Wanka. Wanka. Francis McBasketball. Right guard, my other horse is a horse. And right tackle, Shut It Cody and Karan Quinoa. A lot of players going pro this year. Six Fingers Steve, and we had a baby, it's a boy. Gone. Defensive tackle, Karen Rogers. And Patreon content. Linebacker, drop an S. Can I get some S's in chat? Professional gaslighter and Quanier's Westicles. Corners, Abaddon, Truffle, and Moistus Alou. Safeties, Biggest Dickus, and Ben a long time. That is a hell of a lot of talent to try to replace. No coordinator changes. No transfer requests. We already know our players would have gone pro. So we have one player left to try and recruit. That is Corey Harris, the middle linebacker. What a crazy time. We definitely got to catch up on UNC, but it was another phenomenal recruitment class for us. I mean, it's just I don't know if we can get over that damn hurdle. I might have to surrender the playbooks. But winning a national title without the monster formation, what's the point? We do land the linebacker. Welcome in, Corey. Again, as always, our draft or our scouting rank, whatever, will always be shit. That's just the way it works. Because we're not drafting high-rated dudes. Right, so I need to optimize all of this. We got to set up our schedule, all that fun stuff. You know what? Whatever. Let's just go through it. This will end up being long on YouTube, but fuck them. You guys can skip ahead. Love you. Anybody that can be a quarterback. I need to see you at quarterback for the moment. There's faster ways to check. I always forget. Nobody has the throw power. In terms of athletes who can be quarterbacks, none of you. Cool. Well, then our quarterbacks this year are Kurt Angle, MJF, Dick Kick, and You Sold Out. Those will be the QBs this year. Right. Can any of you guys play defense? Not really. What about it wide out? Just to see if it's worth moving anybody over. Technically, Numb Legs can play defense. It's good to know. We might need him at wide out, but for the moment, I'm going to move him there. In the secondary, I'm actually not going to worry about people that can play offense because the secondary is clearly more important than fucking wide receivers. So when it comes to the athletes, defense gets top priority. Can Waller play defense? No, he can't. So we'll move him. Yeah, I mean, it's wide receiver, running back. He'll be a wide out. Nate Oliver. For the moment, you go to the secondary. Gibson. For the moment, you go to the secondary, even though you're not amazing there, but I got to check. Larry Manning, for the moment, goes to the secondary. Butler is a defensive or offensive lineman. He's honestly not bad regardless. He's pretty good at tackling. We'll put him on the defensive line for the moment. So again, our three quarterbacks are set. Running backs. Texas Red might get the speed I want out of a... how would that put us underneath the minimum? 5 is the minimum? Huh. Guess we'll leave him there. I didn't realize 5 running backs was the minimum, apparently. That doesn't sound right. Fuck that. Got 2 fullbacks. Got our 3 tight ends. I mean, nothing's changing there. Wide receiver, TJ Burns, you're way too damn slow. So you're going to running back. Corey Johnson. Zach, sometimes it does take a lot of troubleshooting, so... you know, when I first started working with this emulator, it takes some time to find what the right settings are for your personal setup, so... But I'm sorry, I could not help you figure it out tonight. There's not much to change there. Obviously, we got to sort out the O-line. Move everybody to center. Do it that way. Do it. Everybody to center for the moment. All right. Defensive line, Magic will get better. Everyone's there. Everyone there is fine. Defensive tackle, Tumbleweed, Timmy Turner. Get moved. I mean, it might result in a walk-on, but hopefully we can cut him. Then again, maybe not. Better at DT. +2. +3. Whatever, we'll just leave Timmy there. We have 5 running backs. Did, so that's fine. Linebackers, Purdy Face, that is okay. Stanley's fine there. Okay, not too much to change. Linebackers, aside from just deciding who goes where, but no one has to be moved to like D-line or anything like that. And then in the secondary, Manning is definitely not a corner after all. Even at safety, he's too damn slow. So he can be moved to linebacker. Yeah, running back's probably his best bet then. Go Larry. Again, in the secondary, let's just optimize this a little bit more. Johnson's way too slow. He can play linebacker, any defensive position. Based on that speed, let's put you at linebacker. F1 driver. The guys with 88s I actually might not need this year. Might be able to put them back at linebacker. 88's okay, but F1 driver, let's move you to linebacker as well. All you guys corner. And certainly have quite the kicker-punter situation. Holy shit. Okay, well, you're all terrible. So those 2 guys we brought in are probably not sticking around too long. The athletes are set. So we got our 3 quarterbacks. Might not be the prettiest. We'll see what the development looks like. We got some wideouts. And running back set. Got our 2 fullbacks. Could technically use 1 more wideout. It's not the most necessary thing in the world. On the offensive line, Van Dam drops by 2. Emu drops by 3. Over here drops by 3, so Van Dam moves over. Marshall drops by 3. Leia by 3. Jesus. Sturkin by 1. Achilles tear by 3. Jesus. 4 for Liston, so he definitely stays. Liddell's a 4. Slappening is a 2. So those 2 at the bottom definitely stay at center. Sheer Mountainous decline. Filio, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm having fun. I'm just definitely hitting the point of like, oh my god, what's it gonna take? Why do you move them to one position to move out? To try and optimize their overalls. So like Emu, you know, changes just to try and optimize who's playing where. And to be able to kind of spread the wealth to make sure we don't have a shortage in any position, resulting in a walk-on. So we are gonna need 2 right side options at least. Does it boost them? Yeah, and technically it boosts the overall. The attributes stay the same. Let's move We're going to keep Emu there. So you know what? You guys are going right side. It's pretty straightforward. I actually probably just should have moved them all to the left. Hold on. Did that wrong. Somewhat. Look at right guard. Van Dam's a -1. +2 for Remix, so he's definitely on the outside. Sturkin's a -1. Marshall gets better. We'll put him at left tackle. Playa gets better. We'll put him at left tackle. Achilles tear can go right. Slappening is fine at guard. So we got to move you to left guard, and then technically we have one left over. One of those centers is going to have to move. We lost a lot of our O-line depth. A lot of it. Let's move Liston over. He'll have time to develop. Defensive line. Oh boy. How is this going to look like? Pretty straightforward. Try to spread the wealth. We got our 4 defensive tackles, and then our linebacker situation. It's good on speed. Okay. So Ditka is a -1. Farouk stays the same. Stanley, better in the middle. If it ain't easy, he's better on the outside. Face can stay in the middle for the moment. Albano is better on the outside. Labano. Harris can stay. Green Pasture to the outside. Merriman to the outside. Johnson to the outside. Baker to the outside. Driver to the outside. That looks fine by me. In the corner and safety situation, need the people who are significantly better at safety. Talking about a +3 or more, like Oliver. Clark is 9 better. Stunt double is 8 better. Adam Cowgirl significantly better. Pretty much all the low-rated dudes. Sunset stays. Lucas Hunter moves over. Relation moves over. Gibson. Okay. We do have a good amount of safeties now at this point. -2, +2. Stays the same. +1. -1. +1. -1. -1. All right. So the big question is at corner, do we want to move Sunburnt Numblegs back to wideout? I don't think so. I think we just need, if he can play in the secondary, he's got to play in the secondary. So I think we're good. And our receiver core is not going to be that much better with him anyway. So, although just how many of these guys end up, man, our receiver core might actually suck next year without him. I think we got to move them back. Okay. We look optimized from there. Again, we need big time training camp results. Please. So Kurt Angle's up to an 84. You got Dick Kick at an 83. Pretty consistent. Angle's not the fastest in the world, but it is what it is. Necessary roughness, pretty good for a senior year. Not amazing, but pretty good. Fullback is fullback. Not too concerned. Wideouts, we needed numb legs to be the #1. Definitely. It would have been pretty rough otherwise. Elite level tight end and outstanding in his field. 82 at left tackle. 83 at left guard. 91 center's good. 90 right guard is good. 83 right tackle is okay. 89 on the D line. 85. 85 and an 83. Defense is looking better. Defense is looking better. I'll give it that. A little bit worried about safety, but we'll see what happens. It's okay. I mean, we did get some positive boost. How many players do we have to cut? 2. That's really good, actually. We don't have any walk-on freshmen. So we need 2 dudes to go. Obviously, one of those running backs, super easy to get rid of. We don't really have much O-line depth anymore. Honestly, we had the 2 kickers and the 2 punters. Yeah, just these newbies that suck. I mean, Kraft might end up being good, but maybe I keep one of them. Is there anybody else? Makes sense to cut. Who's the lowest rated dude on the team? 68 overall left end, John Butler. There you go. And this guy's a junior. The other guy's a sophomore and better. Perfect. Quick and easy to get down to 70. Obviously, we got to update conferences here as well, just to see what that's going to look like for us. We'll have to figure out our schedule and how that's going to look. Fucking skill trees, man. No doubt that the insta-commit helped a lot this past year. I think it just is what it is. Antifreeze is nice. Scrambled play art and coach cam. Yeah, I think that's just all we can do. So in terms of custom conferences, we start at the bottom, where again, Georgia Southern have been promoted for Georgia State. And Vanderbilt down to the bottom tier for Old Dominion. Meg, take it easy. I probably won't be streaming for too much longer. Again, Vandy all the way down now to that bottom tier. There's been a rough couple of seasons. Vanderbilt, why not boost the unlock? Because I don't get locked out by players. Since we're doing JUCO only, I never have to worry about players really locking us out. And if they do, it's just not that big of a deal, to be honest. But typically we don't end up getting locked out. Typically we just fight until the very end, and then I think I've only been locked out from one recruit, like, ever. And we're like 23 years into this. So if you're playing this normally, definitely a skill worth having, right? If you're going after those 5 stars especially, definitely worth having. Yeah, the JUCO nature of this challenge, I'm able to get away with not having to worry about certain things. And even then, it doesn't matter because I can't win. Coastal Carolina have been promoted for East Carolina. Oh, baby. Mr. Problem HB coming in at the worst possible time, as I really have to focus on what I'm doing. But Problem, thank you very much for the raid, my man. I hope it went well. I was going to say, I know you were up to some NCAA tonight. And, you know, I want to know how those Lobos are doing. I want to know. But thank you very much for the raid, sir. I do appreciate it. You're just in time to see these updated versions of the conferences that we got going on with this idea that's going to kill me. I keep saying trying to kill me. Doing pro rel is fanboy. It's going to kill me. Biracial Oklahoman. What a name. What a name. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. Okay, before I lose my place, because again we got moving parts here.
I'm just trying to walk through this
shout out to Kevin, the biggest Kevin Durant fan. Love to see it. Shout out to KD and his burners. God, I definitely lost my place. Hold on. Yep, lost my place immediately. AJ, not sure. Hopefully soon. Lost the first 3 games, then we finished 10-3. Damn, I must correct you. I am Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant. Well, no, that's genius. Kevin Durant using a burner called Kevin Durant. No one would expect it to actually be Kevin Durant. It's a big brain move. Fair play. All right, out of the SEC, We had Coastal Carolina going up for East Carolina. That move is already done. And Western Kentucky were up for Ohio. So that is the brand new 10th tier, the SEC. It just dropped East Carolina. Did I? East Carolina relegated? Yeah, we're good. You are right. That's where I was. I had to double check because it's 3 a.m. and my brain is like, man, you get 4 hours of this Wyoming team trying to deliberately murder your sanity. It gets to be tough. It gets to be tough. Division 9, the Pac-12 Southern Miss have been promoted in favor of Rutgers, and San Jose State are down for Kent State as the new Pac-12. I hate to see the green wave down there. I had better times when we were using Tulane. Certainly better times than we've had with the damn Wyoming Cowboys. Damn Cowboys. How do you like them Cowboys? I don't like them Cowboys. Tier 8, the Mountain West, Nevada, Tomato have been promoted for Colorado State. And NC State are down for Miami of Ohio. So that is Tier 8, the Mountain West. The Mountain West. Shout out to Colorado State, one of the few teams we could actually beat this year. And it did not matter. But again, everybody coming over from Problems, I appreciate you. And you have great choice in streamers. Problem's a good dude. Speaking of the Lobos, how about that? Tier 8. That's actually kind of good for them. The MAC. We have North Texas going up to Conference USA for Arizona State. And Ole Miss have been relegated for the Troy Trojans. Oh, man. There's some teams down. Still a bit further down than I would have expected them to be. But we're so far into this. I suppose it makes sense. All right, so North Texas and Troy are up. Ole Miss and Arizona State are down. We got a Conference USA where San Diego State have been promoted for Florida State, and Fresno State are down for Wake Forest. Seeing Florida State in Tier 6 after they made a national title game is ridiculous. But them's the breaks. Florida and Fresno. Down, bada bing, bada boom. Tier 5, the Big Ten, the South Carolina Gamecocks going up as champions. They will be replacing Hawaii. And Tulsa down for the Cincy Bearcats. Arizona's also made a national title in their national title game. They won a national title and they're only Tier 5. I'm so goddamn jealous. We've been Tier 1 and 2 for like the past 4 seasons, and I haven't won a damn thing. It's a nightmare. In the Big 12, the Baylor Bears going up as champions, replacing the Oregon Ducks, and Air Force have been relegated for the Kansas Jayhawks. So that is your new Tier 4. Alabama has been in Tier 4 for the better part of a decade, if not close to it. They have not done well in the post-Nick Saban era. Tier 3, Wisconsin going up as champions. They will be replacing the Utes. And UCF are down for Arkansas. So that is the brand new 3rd tier. The American Conference. And again, it is Utah and UCF that were dropped. Good on UCF for ever making it to Tier 2, by the way. That might be the biggest underdog story of this whole run. Although, in saying that, Navy football national champions promoted to the Superior 6, replacing Mizzou, while Texas A&M have been relegated for the Tar Heels. That is the brand new second tier ACC, meaning that we are in a division with Arkansas, Minnesota, Mizzou, Oklahoma, and West Virginia. And of course, we'll end up playing teams from the other side. That includes Georgia, LSU, Penn State, Tennessee, A&M, and Wisconsin. That left side is a fucking minefield. Your Superior Six, the top 6 programs in the country: Michigan, Navy, UNC, Notre Dame, Ohio State, and the USC Trojans. Fucking Navy. That is absolutely ridiculous. Of course, we're gonna have to decide our schedule and all that fun stuff, but damn.